Do I actually get to call myself Jamie Lee motherfucking Curtis? Wearing a blood red beaded gown. You know, as I was driving down the street, I thought about it. I was trying to remember. I remember being in this little office building on Cahuenga Boulevard for the audition. And here I am now on Hollywood Boulevard, probably 10 blocks from where that was. 44 and a half years later on Halloween, almost on Halloween. It's just extraordinary. And by the way, much more importantly, those were my children. You know, my family is here. I have a family. Laurie had a family. You know, my granddaughter, Andy Matichik, was here. Sadly, Judy Greer isn't here, not because she didn't want to be. She actually has a job today. But, you know, these movies are about families. Families have shared them from years and years. You know, people who were teenagers are now showing their teenagers. It's a beautiful linkage for me in every possible way. Ideally, these are built for big sound, big experiences, other people reacting, having the communal experience. We also live in a modern world. We are just post-pandemic, if that. And there are a lot of people who are still not comfortable in crowds, still not. I mean, this will be the most people I've ever been around in 3 years, today, here, and then inside. And so I understand that, and I'm really glad that the Peacock option exists. I think the true movie fans will be seeing it in the movie theater. I'm 64 years old in a month. I think it's time. I think I've said what I need to say. I've said it with grace. I've said it with gore. I've said it with, I've screamed it. I've cried it. I've fought for it. I think I've said my piece. Have you seen the ending? It's sad. It's all a little sad, but glorious and beautiful, and I couldn't be happier to be here. You're trying to get me to cry, lady. You're trying to get me to cry.
What I think
I
is,
know.
No, you know what I was trying to get you to say is,
sorry.
You'll never say goodbye to her. She's always.
But I mean, I can't. I mean, of course, I'll never say goodbye to her. How could I ever? She is me. I am her. We are one. You know, up with people. I mean, I'm like, you know, don't make me sing the Up with People song, because I actually saw Up with People. Up with people, you mean wherever you go. Up with people, they're the best darn folks, you know. If more people were for people, then people everywhere, there'd be a lot less people to worry about and a lot more people who care. I loved Up with People.
I love you.
Because I'm an Up with People person. I believe in the communal experience, that we're here better together. That's not just a political slogan, that's an actual humanitarian belief of mine. We are better together, and we need each other, and we need each other. And I can't do what I do without audiences, and they can't enjoy a movie without us bringing them a movie. So it's a beautiful, beautiful connection that I don't take for granted for one tiny beaded second.
Surreal. I still don't really have words. You'd think I would have gotten them after 2018, and I still don't. It's an unbelievable experience. It's an unbelievable night, and we're here to celebrate the close to this epic franchise. There's too much to say. There's way too much. She is the epitome of grace and class, and she is a movie star through and through. And I could not be more grateful to just have her to learn from and to grow from, and to just have opposites as a scene partner. She really is. She's incredible. Walking alongside of her for her last kind of walk in Laurie Strode's shoes has been such a blessing and an honor. She brings such a depth and a vulnerability, and it comes with the fact that Jamie and Laurie are kind of one and the same quite a bit, and they've lived with each other for so long, and so kind of watching her take this last like graceful bow has been iconic to be a part of. The communal experience is what makes it so iconic. It's just, you want to feel the energy, you want to feel the crowd, it's also safety in numbers, to be perfectly honest. I always feel safer when I'm more than one person in the room.
Here we are, like, saying goodbye to this incredible series, this incredible canon of film that we got to be a part of. She is a poster child for an empowered woman. I mean, she is a woman of her time. The kindest, most talented, most self-deprecating, incredible woman I've ever met in my life. And so I feel so fortunate not only to have worked with her, but to be a friend.
She's a legacy. I mean, she's just a legend. Through and through, the most spectacular person I've ever met and ever worked with. She's amazing. She's just the biggest heart in the world. I've never worked with somebody more professional, and she's so funny. It just throws you for a loop, and everything you imagine her to be, it's times 10. She's just so special to me. So, an honor. I am in love with cinema, and it's been my whole life, and I pray people go see this in a movie. But if you can't, you got to stream it home, that's cool. But hop on board and just take the ride, because David delivered something super special, super original, and what a final walk and final bow for Miss Jamie Lee Curtis. She's just outstanding. So make an event of it. Go out.
I could never have imagined. I mean, starting, doing that movie when I was a little girl, I would never have imagined that all of these years later I'd be on this carpet here playing the same role, and people still want to see these movies and see these characters. I'm a survivor. As Jamie says, we're a survivor of Michael Meyers and a survivor of Hollywood. I'm hanging in there. So she's just the most genuine, the real deal. I love her so much. The best thing that's come out of making these Halloween movies is my relationship with Jamie. She's loving, supportive. She's just incredible. I'm so grateful, filming the Housewives and going back and forth and shooting the movie, and she showed up on the Housewives and we were filming the movie together, and just to have that time together has been really special. You don't want to be alone. You definitely do not want to be alone. You want to have people with you and be, maybe popcorn and a drink so you can relax if you'd be really stressed.
She shows up and she's just got inspiration and energy, and these days are always very stressful because our ambition's so high, and so it's just nice to have somebody that can calm your nerves. Even like tonight I show up stressed, nervous. It's the premiere of a movie. She has something about just her essence that just chills you out and cools down the evening a little bit. It's nice. I knew this is how I wanted to feel, and as we kind of mapped out the arc of the 3 films, and so and by the time we got here, it was like all bets are off, and let's just make the best movie and have a really good time. To me, this movie, this franchise, the genre is just all about getting community together. Go watch a movie, grab some popcorn, bring a few friends, a lot of strangers, and scream your head off. For us, we just wanted to find an ending that felt conclusive, satisfying, but at the same time, whatever ends. We just kind of wanted to give everybody a satisfying conclusion to all the dust we've stirred up over the last 3 films, and feel good about the Laurie versus Michael confrontation. So it's a real blowout, and we'll see who wins.
I love the cinema, and especially horror films should be seen in a cinema, I think. But that's how in my perfect world, would be a packed cinema audience with your friends, taking the chills, the thrills, the surprises. That's how, in my perfect world, it would be.